What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back here on the Madden Rebuild channel today, man. Zach Wilson, is he even a good quarterback? Because I honestly don't know anymore. He looked absolutely dreadful yesterday, so today, for the fun of it, not saying this is actually going to happen, you probably shouldn't give up on him this soon, but I'm going to be doing a trade Zach Wilson Jets rebuild. Before we get to today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one, subscribe if you're new to the channel, as always, greatly appreciated. The New York Jets, man, the game yesterday was absolutely horrific, man. The Patriots and the Jets ends on a punt return touchdown by the Patriots. It was 3-3 all ball game. Mac Jones is another different story as well. He looked terrible. Zach Wilson looked terrible. Both quarterbacks, I'm not really sure they are starters. Like, they're starters, don't be wrong, but I don't know if they're elite level quarterbacks, if you get what I'm saying. So today, since I like what the Jets have going on and they have such a good roster, unfortunately, Breece Hall got hurt, so that doesn't help your case. But Zach Wilson, when he was asked, did he let the defense down? He simply said no. I don't know if that's the kind of answer you want out of, what you just saw after you're off. I don't know. Today, like I said, we're going to play the rest of the season. I don't even care how the rest of the season goes. We are 100,000% replacing Zach Wilson this offseason and getting a different quarterback for the Jets, because I honestly feel like this Jets roster is ready to compete and win games, and Zach Wilson was definitely holding them back yesterday. So at the end of the season, we do end up finishing 10-7, which I think is very, very possible for this Jets roster. But like I said, man, some people I've seen are not ready to give up on Zach Wilson just yet, and maybe you shouldn't. It's only his second year. Maybe you should be a little bit more patient with him. But like I said, for the fun of today's video, we are just going to replace him straight up and trade him to a different team. So you got the 49ers beating the Ravens in the Super Bowl, which is very, very interesting. But yeah, I'm very, very excited to do this today because, like I said, I love this Jets roster. They have some weapons. Like I said, Breece Hall going down didn't help their case at all, and I don't think he played a snap for us in this simulation, which kind of sucks because he probably should have superstar development based off how he was playing in real life. So if we go take a look at our roster right now as currently constructed before, obviously, the re-signing stage. Generate best lineup. You have Breece Hall, who's star development, which, like I said, I feel like that should be superstar. Like, the man was an absolute stud. I might even give him superstar development because he was so damn good. He was like single, and then Sauce Gardner, I think, deserves superstar as well. Sauce Gardner has been amazing, and Breece Hall was amazing. He was single-handedly carrying the Jets when he was healthy. So I feel like he definitely deserves superstar. But regardless, let's go see what we have going on here at the re-signing stage. So I don't think anybody will, be too upset if I give Breece Hall superstar development and Sauce Gardner superstar development. Because like I said, man, they've both been absolutely amazing. Why do they not deserve it? You get what I'm saying? I feel like most people would agree with me. So I probably am going to give them both superstar. They did trade for James Robinson, but now that Breece Hall will be back, do we want to keep Robinson? I guess you could. Like, I'll give him a neutral offer. But yeah, him not being interested in signing, I think makes sense. He can go somewhere else and probably start. Connor McGovern is 30 years old, but there's not a lot of good centers available. So I am going to go ahead and give him an offer to keep him around to be our center, at least for now. And I think that's going to be all my signings. We got Quincy Williams as well, but I'm not really too worried about him. So yeah, that is going to be all my signings. Like I said, this free agency, I don't know what we're going to do at the quarterback position entirely just yet. Like, if you're going to trade Zach Wilson, you better have a backup plan, right? So what I'm going to do is scan the league, kind of see what we can do to maybe get like a different quarterback here, because you don't want to just trade a quarterback who could develop into something without having a backup plan and, getting something else here. You see all this? This could be you. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get more out of the game you're watching. You're picking overs or unders on your favorite players that you love watching each and every Sunday. Let me show you how it works. Prize Picks is available on mobile or desktop, and they pretty much have every sport you can absolutely imagine. NFL, NBA, soccer, CSGO. But since we're an NFL channel, we're going to go ahead and talk about the NFL for a second. So let's say I want to go Derek Carr and Patrick Mahomes over on both of them. 2 players gets me up to 3 times my money. But if I wanted to go even crazier, let's say I want to do 5 players, throw 5 players in here. You can go up to 5 players, which that's going to 10 times your money if you get all correct, which you can go flex play. Even if you get 4 right, you still get a little bit of money in return. Now, I will tell you, I have started with $100 in here, and I'm up to $500. Prize Picks has been so much fun for me this year. If you want to go ahead and sign up, link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables. They're matching your deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. So if you deposit $100, you get $200 to work with. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. So we officially have our new plan here for the New York Jets. We're trading our first round pick, our second round pick, and our second next year to move up to number 2 pick overall to either draft Bryce Young or CJ Stroud to be our brand new quarterback for the Jets. That is the game plan. We're replacing Zach Wilson with another rookie quarterback. So essentially doing a Josh Rosen, Kyler Murray situation here where we're just Gonna be trading Zach Wilson and rolling with one of those guys. But before we get into the draft, we obviously have free agency, and we still are able to trade Zach Wilson as well. So this is what your offensive line is looking like. A right tackle could be useful. You do have Elijah Moore, Garrett Wilson, and Corey Davis. So wide receivers aren't bad. Tight ends actually not too bad either. Could be better. Defensively, CJ Mosley, Jermaine Johnson, Bryce Huff. Is Jermaine Johnson a linebacker? I feel like Jermaine Johnson's an end, and he is. So they have him at linebacker right now. So definitely need some linebackers as well, since we run a 4-3. I do like my defensive line, the pass rush. We have a lot of good players here. We need a D tackle. Corners definitely could use another one. Safeties aren't too bad, so we can live with that. So linebackers and a D tackle going to be pretty important in this draft or in this free agency. So let's see what we got available to us, see if there's anything good to go pick up. So you got Jordan Poyer, Tony Pollard, Odell, Robinson, Jabril Peppers, Mecole Hardman, Marcus Davenport. We don't need edges at all. We got Jamal Williams, Chris Harris Jr., Javon Hargrave might be a D tackle we could have some interest in. If that's the only D tackle available, that's going to kind of suck. So maybe we have to draft one. Hargrave, you got David, Sheldon Rankins, Derek Nottie, Matthew Ioannidis. Yeah, D tackles are very, very thin. You have Maurice Hurst, who used to play under Robert Saleh in San Fran, so I think that could make some sense. I'll go ahead and give Maurice Hurst a deal to be my brand new D tackle. Outside linebackers, you have like Anthony Barr and Sion here. You got Drew Tranquil, Perryman. You have Quan Alexander, who played here just a second ago. Corners, not really much here to be desired either. You got like Chris Harris Jr., Levi Wallace at 28 years old. Maybe we can give him a deal, a neutral deal to be a one-year corner for us, I guess. Free safety. Jabril Peppers could be interesting. You could have him and Ashton Davis kind of run that free safety spot. So I kind of like the idea of that. And then strong safety. You could still like Jordan Poyer from the Buffalo Bills, but I can kind of roll with Jordan Whitehead for now. So I think that's going to be my only signings. And then I guess we needed a tackle as well. Don't know if that's going to really be here. I think we had, yeah, Jack Conklin could be a nice veteran signing for us. So I'll give him a deal as well. And I think that's going to be my free agency. So then we can go look into, obviously, I said trading Zach Wilson. So Jabril Peppers, Jack Conklin, Levi Wallace, Maurice Hurst. We're not really up there at all for any of these guys. Like Jabril Peppers, we'd have to up our offer like crazy a little bit. I'll up it. We'll see if that ends up getting us there. And then Jack Conklin, I'll do the same thing with his offer. I'll offer up as well. So let's see if that gets us these four guys. If not, if we can get like Peppers, and we'll see. So we get Maurice Hurst, Jabril Peppers, and then we have Levi Wallace, who we should be able to get as well. And we got all three, defensive players out of the roster. Not too bad. So now we can head into the draft, and we can trade Zach Wilson. I'm trading Zach Wilson over to the Indianapolis Colts for a second and a fifth-round pick. So getting a second-round pick to kind of recuperate some draft picks that we traded away, obviously, in that trade to get the second overall pick. So Zach Wilson's headed to the Colts. So the Colts are finally going to take on a project in Zach Wilson instead of just trying to get veterans all the time. And then maybe he can back up Matt Ryan for the first series there. Who knows? So now that obviously gives us a huge gaping hole at quarterback, but this is your offensive line, your offense, which is pretty damn good. We definitely need an offensive lineman, obviously, and then defensively, you got Jabril Peppers, you got Jordan Whitehead. We grabbed Maurice Hurst to play D tackle for us. We need a linebacker still as well. We need two linebackers. We got Bryce Huff and Jermaine Johnson there. We got Levi Wallace to add at corner. So definitely still need to add through the draft here. But of course, with our second overall pick in the draft, we already know who we're taking. It's going to be one of the two quarterbacks. The Steelers are up top. They are going to be taking Fushanu, which is interesting. So I know who I'm taking. Obviously, I could take Will Anderson here as well, which, yes, I should, but I need a quarterback super bad. So I am going to take Bryce Young out of Alabama. We need a new quarterback here, and Bryce Young is going to be exactly what the doctor ordered. So exactly what we need. Will Anderson would have been amazing as well, but we need a quarterback to replace Zach Wilson. That's the most important position in football. You don't mess around with that. Next is going to be linebacker. We definitely need tackle as well. Anton Harrison could be nice. But linebackers, we literally have none. So I kind of like the idea of taking Felix out of Kansas State here to play right outside linebacker for us. We need some linebackers who can cover and play some football. So I do like this first pick here for Felix. Or for the second round pick, I should say. We already took our first round pick. So I really love that pick for us. Now round 3, number 18. Let's see what we got here at round 3. So at round 4, we'll see if we can get maybe another offensive lineman. But round 3, kind of looking at linebacker here again, hopefully. Noah Daniels, Sevin Banks, Zach Pickens. You got Tyler Steen, Justin Flo, Ojulari. Maybe I actually take Tyler Steen here just to, kind of patch up that linebacker, or not that linebacker spot, but that tackle spot. So I am going to go ahead and take Tyler Steen here, I think, to patch up that left tackle spot. Or we could take Sevin Banks as well, which could be interesting. But I think I will go ahead and take Tyler Steen here at Alabama. We definitely need a right tackle to block for Bryce Young, so I like the idea of Tyler Steen here in round 3. So love that for us so far. And then round 4, 18. Let's see if I can get a linebacker who can just kind of play that position this year. Then of course we'll eventually replace him because whoever we get here is not really a starter going forward. You got Storm Duck, Chris Braswell, Michael Jones, Robert Beal is probably going to be pick here. He is a pass rusher, but can he cover it all? He's got B to D man coverage, C to F zone coverage. He probably won't be that great, but we'll go ahead and take him anyway. And that will be our draft. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. We got a brand new quarterback. We have the weapons around him. We got an offensive lineman now. Defense has added up a little bit as well. Really love how we walked away out of this draft. So this is what your brand new offenses look like. Bryce Young at QB. As we know, we got Deshaun Kaiser, which is a name I haven't seen in so long. You got Breece Hall, Michael Carter, Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, Corey Davis, Tyler Conklin, CJ Uzama. You got Jeremy Ruckert here as well. Tyler Steen, Vera Tucker, Connor McGovern, Mekhi Becton, Laken Tomlinson. Defensive side of the ball, you have Moore and Beal here. You got CJ Mosley. Got Uzama here as well. Jabril Peppers, Ashton Davis, Jordan Whitehead, DJ Reed. The defensive line is actually really good on depth. You have Jermaine Johnson backing up Lawson and Bryce Huff backing up Franklin Myers. Sauce Gardner, Bryce Hall, and you have Levi Wallace. A lot to be excited about here. I honestly could see this team making the playoffs with Bryce Young under center now. Hopefully Bryce Young and Breece Hall can absolutely lead the way and we're in the playoffs. But we'll see. We're going to simulate this season with Zach Wilson officially gone. We'll see how things go. So first year with Bryce Young at quarterback, we only end up finishing 7-10 on the season, which definitely is a little disappointing, but you know what? There's still more work to be done. So really can't be too upset. As long as he had good stats and everything, you know, maybe we have Breece Hall with a lot of yards. Honestly, I still think there's more work to be done. Linebackers wasn't exactly where I wanted them to be, but we'll kind of see what our weaknesses were here real quick, and we'll figure it out from there. So looking at the player stats, let's see what we have. So honestly, another thing the Jets could do is maybe give Zach Wilson one more year and then potentially kind of make a move for Caleb Williams, who looks amazing in college. I've just seen a couple of throws by him, and he looks like a stud. But Bryce Young, 35-10. You got Breece Hall, 1,300 yards, 6 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, Elijah Moore got involved, which I'm sure he's happy about. Garrett Wilson, Corey Davis. Defensively, sacks-wise, you had both sides of the ball were pretty bad, by the way, but 10.5, 10.5. Our defensive line got after the quarterback, which is exciting. Interceptions, 3, and then 2, and 2. 1 from Sauce Gardner. Would love to see that up, but regardless, looks like we have a little bit more work to do, which I still think, obviously, like I said, we have, you know, more room to improve. So I'm not too upset with the 7-10 finish. It definitely sucks after going 10-7, but like I said, if we can patch things up a little bit, I think we'll be back in the playoffs in no time. $94 million in cap space. Again, that's a lot of cap space to work with. So I'm going to be very, very excited to see what we can do here in the re-signing stage and then free agency. So don't know who's all free agents here for the Jets here, but definitely need to keep everybody as much as possible. So we have 13 players ready to negotiate. We have Quinnen Williams, which is going to be the top on the priority list. Obviously, he's going to take a lot of our money, but definitely want to keep him around. Carl Lawson, I think we can move on from him. He is a 29-year-old, and yes, I do like him, but honestly, I think with the amount of youth that we have on the D-line, I think we can kind of move on from him. Jordan Whitehead said he wants to play, or that's Bryce Hall. Jordan Whitehead, and then Mekhi Becton is somebody I do want to keep around as well. Superstar development tackle, please come back. He's going to test free agency. Okay, not a good start. Davis, Levi Wallace, Ashton Davis, I don't need, since we did sign Braxton Berrios, is a interesting player for the Jets. Jordan Whitehead, okay, you know what? I'll go into this free agency with $71 million cap space. We lose quite a bit of players, don't get me wrong, but I think we can replace them. I'm not too worried about it. We got so much money, and we got, you know, we got 5 signings we can make here. So what are those 5 signings we should make? Left tackle, Mekhi Becton, we definitely need to go get him. Wide receiver, definitely could use another one. I honestly think superstar X Factor for Bryce Young. Tight end position could be better. Defensively, we lost quite a bit here on the defense side of the ball. Mosley is, you know, getting older. We need a strong safety. We did lose, obviously, like I said, forget who we lost now, but obviously he's gone. But we can go to free agency, and we can kind of figure out what we're going to do with our money. Okay, I officially have 5 offers here in free agency. The guy we lost was Carl Lawson, by the way. I couldn't think of his name for a second, but it was Brandon Ayuk, Logan Wilson, Patrick Queen, Mekhi Becton, and Jordan Fuller, which I guess I'm a little outbidded with Jordan Fuller, but I definitely want him. He's superstar development, strong safety. Let's see if we get everybody here. Let's see. All 5 signings would be absolutely spectacular. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we did not get Mekhi Becton. Mekhi Becton is the only one that did not come back, but we added a lot to the defense, and we add a wide receiver as well. So Mekhi Becton does not come back. We have Jackson here, who's 25 years old. Might be the guy I go for, I guess. And you also have Trent Brown on the other side. Or Jedrick Willis, which Jedrick Willis could be really cool as well. So I'm going to go with Jedrick Willis then, if Mekhi Becton doesn't want to come back. And that should get us Jedrick Willis to add to this offensive line. And we got Jedrick Willis. So that's too bad. Or that's too good. That's good. So now, $18 million in cap space. Let's see what we have going on now. So looking at the offense after all those signings have been made, you got Jedrick Willis, Laken Thompson, McGovern, Vera Tucker, Tyler Steen. Tight end position could be better, but I love the addition of Ayuk opposite of Garrett Wilson, and then you have Elijah Moore as well. Love that a lot for us. Defensively, you have Patrick Queen and CJ Mosley. You have Jordan Fuller. Cornerbacks, corners definitely need some work. But now, Logan Wilson also signs here. I actually really love how this defense is shaping up. Corners, though, definitely need some work on the cornerback position. And you know what? I kind of want to make a home run splash at corner. So I'm going to go out there and I'm going to go trade for a corner because I really want a splash home run cornerback on this roster. If the Packers were ever going to enter a rebuild, I don't know if they trade Jair Alexander, but I'm offering my 9th overall pick, a 4th and a 5th, to get Jair Alexander to add to this defense, which I'm so excited about. Now you have Sauce Gardner and Jair Alexander as your 2 defensive studs at corner. I'm so excited about that. Again, I don't know if the Packers would ever do that, but I'm doing it anyway. Now you have DJ Reed and Michael Carter as your other 2 corners. I'm feeling so good about that. Loving this defense, loving this roster. I'm ready to go into next season. I'm so excited about what we can do next season. We should be a playoff team no matter what. So at the end of the season, we end up finishing 12-5 on the year, but that still wasn't good enough to win our division because our AFC East division, as we know, is damn good. The Dolphins are your first seed in the AFC East. The Bills may not even have made the playoffs, which is kind of crazy at 11-6. Did they actually make it still? The Buffalo Bills, they did. They got the 7th seed, or they got the 6th seed, I should say. And then, like I said, we square off against the Chiefs to start things off. So it will be very, very interesting to see how this is going to go. But let's look at the player stats, see what we have going on here. So offense was 12th in the NFL, which is a lot better than last year. We will take that. And then defensively, hopefully we're really good. 7th in the NFL, I will take that. 39-6 from Bryce Young. Breece Hall, 1,400 yards, almost 1,500 yards, 11 touchdowns. Receiving, Elijah Moore, Garrett Wilson, Ayuk, all involved. Breece Hall got involved a little bit on the receiving end as well. Sacks-wise, you had 14.5 for Quentin Williams. We gave him a big contract, and he showed up. Interceptions, you had 5 from Sauce Gardner, 4 from Jair. Very, very much love to see that. So Jair and Sauce Gardner are locking anybody up we see out there, which is why we went out and got Jair. But now, we have to go play the Kansas City Chiefs, which we know is not an easy task. So, wish me luck. Hopefully, we can go out here and start our Super Bowl run here. But it goes to the Chiefs to start things off. Here we go, man. First playoff game going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. We got to come out here and play some great football. Looks like it might be raining a little bit as well, where it's very gloomy outside. Bryce Young, I need you to show up. I need you to score touchdowns, and you know the Chiefs will. But we do get a stop to start things off, and we're up 7-0. They do tie it up. Let's keep it up, 14-7. So we're scoring points, which is the important part. We get a stop on defense. Okay, back-to-back stops for both sides. We are going to score here, 21-14. Get a nice stop. We're going to go up 28-14, exactly what we needed. And we're going to go up 31-14. Okay, don't let them back in the game, though. And we are going to beat them 34-21. We're moving on. We beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and we're headed to the divisional round. And now we get our division rival, the Buffalo Bills. This should be an interesting game. This one's going to be at MetLife, which is pretty promising for us because obviously home game is going to be kind of an advantage for us with our home Jets fans absolutely cheering us on. But it looks like we started with an interception or something because that was great field positions, 14-0, but we do get a touchdown, need another one. Can we get another touchdown here? Good field position. We get, okay, I'll take that. Let's go get a touchdown though. Okay, it's 14-10, good field position, touchdown, boom. Just like that, we have the lead right back. We were down 14-0, and now we're going to be up 20-14. The Bills respond with a field goal, but we are going to respond with our own field goal. Defense playing great. We've held them to exactly what we needed. And just like that, that is going to be your ball game. We're headed to the AFC Championship. We've taken out the 2 juggernauts, the Chiefs and the Bills. And then in the AFC Championship, you have the in the AFC Divisional, you have the Jaguars and the Texans. So we took out the 2 studs. Now it's time to go beat the other 2 guys, or one of them, I guess. We don't have to deal with both of them. It would be Trevor Lawrence versus Zach Wilson from the same draft class here, but as you guys know, we got rid of Zach Wilson, and now we got Bryce Young versus Trevor Lawrence. So unless if they sound like a Justin Herbert, but no, they got Trevor Lawrence still at quarterback. All right, man. Let's get it. You got the Jaguars going up 7-0. Not a great start, but we are going to get a field goal response. We need a touchdown here. We don't get it. Defense gets a stop, and now, nope, nothing yet. Offense not doing anything. Offense is not scoring. We have gotten plenty of stops, but there we go. Boom, needed that. 10-10. Defense has been playing phenomenal. Offense, not so much. We're going to go up 17-10 here. We get a stop on defense again. It's fourth quarter time, crunch time. They are going to get a touchdown. I trust my offense to go do something, and they don't, and it is overtime now. It is overtime. Next score wins. AFC Championship. I mean, I think it's time for me to come out here and put this game away because we're in overtime, man. Next score wins, I believe. I think both sides have possessed the football in overtime, so let's make sure we get... I'm going to take the... Wow, I thought I had Ayuk there for a nice gain, but very nice play out this by the safety there. But 4-down territory, because like I said, both sides, touch the football, so we don't want to give it back to the Jaguars and let them win this game. I'm going to have Conklin, though. There we go. Nice gain up the middle. Don't fumble, please. And we're down. Let's go. 17-17. We're going to go, get the momentum going. Go no huddle here. I'm going to look for this corner route. I actually like how this corner route might develop. You know what? I'm actually glad that went nowhere. I didn't like anything I saw on the field. So that's better that was not completed or thrown at all, to be honest with you. So I'm going to look for Elijah Moore. I like Ayuk's route as well. Conklin's got a nice comeback route. Let's see what we got. I'm going to have Elijah Moore for a nice little gain. Elijah Moore up the field. I feel like that route on the left side is open more often than not, man. Elijah Moore getting heavily involved here. In real life, he's upset with his involvement, obviously. And the offense for the Jets just looked horrible yesterday anyway, which we talked about earlier. But let's see what we got going on. Let's see if we get anything. I'm actually going to give RB a chance. This is Elijah Moore. Nice stop. I had to give him a one-on-one opportunity. It was 50-50 ball. Got to take those. So dagger. Well, I mean, if it was intercepted, obviously that would have been, absolutely terrible. But we should be running the football a little bit as well. But gotta just take Conklin underneath, and it's incomplete. All right. 4 verticals. Let's see what we got going on here. Hopefully we get somebody open. Gonna need something. Breece Hall is obviously always an option as well underneath. I have Conklin, or that's Uzama, and I will take that. That was definitely a huge gain. We needed that very badly. But yeah, let's start running the football, man. Let's feed the man. I don't know why. This team is the guy that had the Jets as good as they were. Never mind. Let's not give Breece Hall the football. Let's not give Breece Hall the football. I don't know what this man is doing, but he was trying to sell the game. Thankfully, my defense got a stop. I'm going to have B wide open. Garrett Wilson, you got this. I know you do. There you go, Garrett Wilson. Let's go. So much time in the pocket. I would love to give you the football, Garrett Wilson. I would, or not Garrett Wilson. Breece Hall, I'd love to give you the football, but I don't trust you. I officially don't trust you. Just fumbled, man. Like, yeah, it says run the football, but do I really trust you? I don't. Not after that. I really do not even trust you at this point. So I'm going to continue to throw, and that might be my downfall of this game if I continue throwing the football and I throw an interception, but like, how can I trust you after fumbling in the red zone? Like, or I guess maybe we weren't even in the red zone yet, but I'm going to give it to Michael Carter, and we literally just need to kick a field goal, but I feel like the Jaguars are going to ice me. I'm going to miss it. So let's see if I can just get a touchdown here instead. That's fine. I'll take my sack. Actually, we just kick the field goal at this point. This is your game. Let's just kick the field goal. Even if they, yeah, they're going to ice me. I don't like this. I hate being iced, man. Oh, okay. I'm going to make it, though. I'm going to make it. That was Garrett Wilson's first catch, really? All right, let's see if I can hit this, man. I don't know where the arrow is, so. Do I hit it? Yes, I do. We're going to the Super Bowl. Okay, I was a little nervous there, but we win. All right, moving on. Breece Hall almost sold us. We got it done anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the Super Bowl where we get to play the Fly, Eagles Fly. This is a big one, man. This is the win a championship for the New York Jets. We start off with them getting a field goal, and we don't get anything on offense. We need a score here, and nothing. Nothing so far. Interception for Patrick Queen. We get a field goal response, and so far, battle the defenses, but we do get a touchdown. Needed that in the worst way, and now we can get another one. Just kidding, we can't. Okay, it's 10-10. So far, nothing out of both teams. Fourth quarter, Gonna go up 17-10. The Eagles don't respond. I think we might have this one. We get another stop, and that is gonna be your Super Bowl as we win in the Super Bowl to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I didn't even have to jump in. All I had to do was make something happen in the AFC Championship. But just like that, we bring the Jets to the Super Bowl and we win. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. This is Crushables. I will say I might not be uploading. I probably won't be uploading this channel till Friday again because it is a busy week for me with Thanksgiving and my daughter is being born on Tuesday, tomorrow. So yeah, I might not get to around to uploads on this channel. So thank you guys for watching though. It's Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.